everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Monday, and that means it's Game of Thrones Day. And this week's episode was The Spoils of War. Feeling that she is losing the war with Cersei, Daenerys decides to take her dragons and reclaim Highgarden. Meanwhile, Arya returns home to Winter Haven to be reunited with her sister and brother. While Jon gets an unexpected surprise at Daenerys' home. Okay, things I liked about this episode. I absolutely loved the storyline and the plot. Now, I know I say that with every single Game of Thrones episode, but it's true. We jump around a lot in Game of Thrones and have many different storylines going on. Now, in this episode, we only had the two. We had what was going on with Sansa and what was going on with Daenerys and her allies. So those are just the two, but not Sansa, but what was going on with Arya, and those were the only two storylines that were going on. I'm sorry if I lost my train of thought here. But we were still able to distinguish between the two, and I do believe that now that all four members of the Stark family their whereabouts are all known. We have 3 at Winter Haven and 1 down south. We're going to have a better, we're going to be able to move forward that, we're going to see more of what's going on with this family. Really now it's, the struggle between powers is between Cersei, Jon Snow, or not really, well, he's not, it's really between Cersei and Daenerys. Jon and the 3 Stark siblings really have no interest in fighting Cersei. They know they have to protect Winterfell and the northern houses from her. But with winter coming in and the Lannisters being a southern army, they're relatively safe right now. Their biggest concern is providing for their families. It's Daenerys and Cersei who are really fighting with each other. But Jon's big concern and what he's trying to convince everyone else of is the Night King and the White Walkers. And the smart thing for them to do would be to really show Jaime and Cersei that, hey, look, you have bigger problems than us. We have this Night King who's coming in. He's going to be a bigger threat to you than we are. We should all join forces and defeat him, and then we can go back to, squabbling amongst ourselves. But I don't really think Cersei's going to believe them about this Night King. I think she only believes in what she can see, and she hasn't seen this Night King. I also I think that if Cersei sees how much or how concerned Jon is with this Night King, she may do something that she probably really shouldn't be doing, and that is try to strike a deal with the Night King. And I don't think he can be persuaded with. He wants to control everything. But Cersei does not like the Starks. That is very, very clear. She sees them as her enemies. She does not like Daenerys. She sees Daenerys as an enemy because Daenerys is trying to take the throne from her. And with Daenerys having allied herself with Jon, that makes the Starks even greater enemies to her. So she will look for any advantage she can take over them. I mean, right now she's controlling the trade routes, which means she can prevent food from coming into Dragonstone, I think is the name of the place where the Targaryens are from. But it is a seaport, it is a sea island. They can more than likely get something in. And they have the dragons, so they do have that to add to things. They could very easily, if need be, use the dragons to bring food in if they have to. Now, moving on. The things I didn't like about this episode. Really wasn't a lot I didn't like about this episode. I thought it was very well written and very well thought out. Now, this was the very first time I ever saw this episode, so you're actually getting my very first impressions of it. Now, I've seen this several times before, so things are relatively new to me now. We're getting in until the season 7 finale of episodes that I have not seen yet. So much like with Race to the Edge, if you watch those TV talk videos, this is going to be my first impression. I don't know where it's going from here. I mean, I do, but I don't. And whatnot. So these will be my very first impressions. I've had several viewings of this episode to reflect on things. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Please like and share this video if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already if you're watching on YouTube. And feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 5 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note, all pictures seen within this video belong to their respected artists. And all pictures and the 5 sites that I mentioned will be in the description section. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Feel free to check out my other Game of Thrones videos. My other TV talk videos and my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, and this is for my YouTube subscribers, any of my backlog videos that are not on YouTube are on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. This one is for my Facebook friends. Any of my backlog videos that are not on Facebook are on YouTube. The link will be in the description section. I will also be posting the videos or the links for the videos on Facebook, but if you're having any problems viewing them, please let me know. Okay, finally, Game of Thrones will be put on hold in 4 short weeks. So I would like to know what TV show you would like me to do for the opening for Monday's TV Talk series. Your choices are Fruits Basket, Superman the Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series, and Gargoyles. Voting is very, very simple. All you have to do is write down which one of the 4 shows listed you would like me to do a review video on in the comments section, and or like or love a positive comment on one of the 4 TV shows, and whichever one gets the most votes is the one I'll do a video on. Now, please note that negative comments and dislikes will not count as votes. Superman the Animated Series and Batman the Animated Series may be shortened to just Superman and Batman. Voting will be until June 17th. However, I will give you an update I will give you a heads up if this changes, and you may vote as many times as you wish. However, in the event of a tie or no votes, I do have the final say. So far, it stands at 1 vote for Gargoyles, 0 votes for the other 3. But we do have a little under a month to go, so make sure to get your votes in and make your voices known. As always, thank you for watching and have a very nice day.